I will go back through and optimize the power play for the postseason. It shouldn't matter that much down the stretch. Famous last words, right? Famous last words. Let me try to save just a little bit of time, and the game will just kick me right in the dick for it. But deadline-wise, I feel like we did well. I still don't know if we made the right choice to hold off on the blockbusters or not. Eric Chernak is on waivers. We'll claim him. Why not? He can help out the Marlies. Let's see what happens. We are in first place in the division by 6 points over Detroit, although they have a game at hand. And we will see what the rest of this season has in store for us. Again, hopefully not optimizing lines doesn't completely screw me over. And we still have to find what goalie is going to prove to be worthy of being named our starter for the playoffs. Bartovich looked like the guy. Again, you could sit there and say, oh, should we have gotten a goalie? But I mean, again, we got 4 NHL caliber goalies, for God's sake. Somebody has to be able to win a damn game or 2 in the playoffs, preferably 4. But still playing pretty well for the most part here. Lose to Pittsburgh. Not the best run of form from Emerton, but not bad enough that he gets taken out. Get Jaskalainen out for Holmes. That works for me. All right, Chicago. We get the win. Game against Detroit coming up. We are back in the playoffs. 3 points up. Red Wings have a game at hand. This could easily decide the division. We win 6-3. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. The Florida Panthers, a loss. Islanders, red hot. We end up beating them, not bad. Still haven't clinched the division. The Red Wings are sticking with us. We've had another great season. But we cannot shake the Red Wings. So we do beat Tampa. And there it is. With 3 games to go, 52 wins is enough to be the best team in the Eastern Conference. And currently, right now, on pace for the President's Trophy. We're neck and neck with Seattle. We got a game at hand, though. I don't know if we've won the President's Trophy. To be honest, I haven't looked. I hope that we haven't. We do beat the Rangers. We play Ottawa and get the win. And I'd imagine the President's Trophy will be ours. The final game of the season is going to go to the guy that is likely our starter. Actually, it's not, just in case. So it is going to go to Stefan Backstrom against Washington. Every time. Every time. Okay. We likely won't have Matvei Michkov for the first round of the playoffs. 55 wins, down from 62 the year before, but still good enough to secure the top record in the East, and we will take on the Boston Bruins in round number 1. I wish this was alcoholic. Detroit will play Tampa. Ottawa will take on Philadelphia. And Pittsburgh plays Washington as the defending champion Blue Jackets do not make the playoffs. In the Pacific, you will have Vegas and Edmonton. Anaheim on 88 points, so they will be taking on Arizona. Dallas will play Seattle, and Minnesota plays Winnipeg. We were the best team in the NHL. 119 points. Our offense, second best in the league, only behind Arizona. Our defense / goaltending, Okay, in the bottom 6, not the best, not the worst. Power play percentage at 23.3%, second best in the league. And our penalty kill at 87.2%, third best in the league. This is one hell of a team. It really is. Starting off with the goaltenders. Bardovich is our guy. I'm tempted to say Emerton because of the lower goals against average. But I think Jan Bartovich will get the spot. Maybe it is Emerton. He earned more games. Like, that's the big thing. He earned more games. Was less likely to lose 2 consecutive games. It's Bardovich or Emerton. We'll think about it. Defensively, another phenomenal season for our captain, Cam York. Evan Bouchard almost as well at a point per game. Dickinson has another pretty damn good season. Switch to the PCI bat on the show, and I'm clobbering pitches. I'm telling you, man, PCI is beautiful. That bat PCI is beautiful. Lowest plus minus for Dickinson in the past 4 years, and still a plus 22. Shea Theodore, of course, has not yet played his first game as a Toronto Maple Leaf. He was the rental. Ling, 26 points, plus 17 on the third pair. Kostopoulos, 19 and a plus 15. And Hartman, a plus 37. And 86 overall now for Cam Hartman. Right wing side, Owen Sador. We picked him up from Philadelphia. For Jaden Hart, Salmonen. He has a great first season here. 39 goals. Michkov is hurt. He's the fucking worst. Oh my god. This is the worst regular season for Matvei Michkov since 2027 in terms of production. I mean, the hell, man. The hell. Again, reminder, $12 million. Weeks with 34 points, Clapperton with 32. You could argue these two should stay and Michkov should go next year. And then Sador, Weeks, Clapperton in the top 3. Left wing side, Machis Kuba. Very good season, 46 goals. If he performs in the playoffs, he's worth it. 52 points for Eric Wellwood, despite the injury. That's very good in his first season in the top 6. Makela, 43 points, might win Rookie of the Year. And Leo Banach, the Bannock, 27 points on the fourth line. It's not bad at all. Logan Cooley finishes over a point per game. 60 points for Misa. Barkov, again, hasn't played a game for us. Shantz with 30 points and 28 for Mika Lume. All right. So throughout the league, Connor Bedard, Tim Stützle, the only guys to break 100 points. You had Pettersson up there for Boston. Quite a few guys that were at least at 90 points. Goal scoring king, Connor Bedard with 68. Again, he is due up to be a free agent at the end of the year. We might be throwing our name into that hat. It might even be a league max contract to try to get him. And it'd be worth it because we can easily move out Michkov and afford it. That hurts a little bit. We did get Calgary's first rounder for him. But George Ullman, who again, Calgary acquired via offer sheet. He had 43 and 60 last year, so he performed about as expected. Anytime you lose a 40-goal scorer, it's tough. Defensively, Jake Sanderson for the Sens gets it done. Will be no Norris Trophy for Cam York this year. The run of 3 in a row has come to an end. Top goal scorer with 25 was Owen Power. Goaltending-wise, the winningest, Sebastian Cossa in Detroit. Shutout leader with 8 was Mark Denny. Save percentage king, Spencer Knight for Tampa. And, of course, Javon Noonan, who we gave up after a subpar year, decides to be a brick wall in Vancouver. Top rookie is likely, and will be actually, Taylor Von Ark. He had the plus-minus over Makela. So Taylor Von Ark for Pittsburgh is likely to win the Calder. Fair enough. So, playoffs. Again, round 1. Boston. Again. We do have a few things to settle before we get into the series against Pettersson and the Bruins. Goalie-wise. Jan Bardovich is going to start game 1. Super short leash. Defensively, team stays the same. Forwards, team stays the same. But the exception, Barkov is in now. So we actually do have to go best lines really quickly. Because we have to completely redo the power play. Got to completely redo the power play. Let's get Shea Theodore out of there for Ling. So Kuba, Cooley, Sador. Clapperton and Weeks are going to get the bump. Do we want to play Barkov out of position? Or somebody else out of position? I think we do. Chance is the weakest of the group in terms of face-offs. Makala, Barkov, Weeks, Bannock, Lume, Chance. Honestly, might not be the worst option. I think that's the way. I think that's the way. So, power play. Cooley, Kuba. And instead of Sador, it's going to be Clapperton who gets that power play time. And Makala as well. This is going to be weird. This is going to be weird, but we want Kuba posted up in front. Get Clapperton on the other side for a potential 1T. Nice title. Thank you. What's up, Major? How are you? That second power play, we want the game to not glitch. We want Wellwood, Misa, and then here is where we want Sador. And then we want Sasha Barkov on that power play and Evan Bouchard. Barkov probably playing the point. Wellwood's a lefty. Misa and Barkov, that works for me. That works for me. I mean, Major, we did lose some big pieces. But yeah, there's a lot of guys who did stick around. Finisher, Logan Cooley. Puck carrier. It's going to be York. Face-off wise, obviously Cooley. Get Clapperton on the other side. That works. Second power play. Distributor, it's going to be Bouchard. Misa as the finisher. Puck carrier. Can be Bouchard. Bunny, take it easy. Wellwood on the left. Sador on the right. Bouchard on the right. That works for me as well. 4-on-4 power play. Not as worried. It should be fine. PK. Barkov Weeks. That looks good. Cooley Clapperton. Kuba Chance. Kuba Chance. Hooba Stanks, alternative name. Extra attacker, as always, York and Bouchard. And shootout obviously won't matter. I think we're good. No Matvei Michkov for potentially the entirety of the series, but that is what we brought in Sasha Barkov for as a veteran presence in case he was needed. The question now, what do... Also, we didn't choose the outcome from last night, so congratulations to those who bet the points. What do against the Boston Bruins? What do they look like? So we knew Pettersson was there. It is former Leaf Kirill Marchenko, who was, of course, a big piece of the Mitch Marner trade, and he didn't last too long. Didn't last along with 34-year-old Elias Pettersson and Xavier Bourgault. You got Big Elmer Soderblom, Jaden Perron, and Cole Sillinger. Brandon Hagel, Jonathan Pandolfo, son of Jay, in this reality, Marion Ozines, Michael Bunting, Salvador Archibald, and Barry Sotheby. They're going to have big money spent on their defense, aren't they? Gustav Forsling and Charlie McAvoy, Rasmus Sandin, Russell Bradford, Jorgen Paulson, and Toby Blunden. If we lose this series, their goaltender. If we lose, I'm moving to Hamilton. Or Quebec City, or Houston. If we lose this series. Oh my fucking God. We cannot lose to a 75 overall goalie. How did they even make the playoffs? Oh my God. Get your bets in the chat with those channel points. Opening round against the Bruins. Ratings wise, 95, 89, 82, 85, 79, and a 68. It is the most one-sided matchup I've seen outside of a draft of glory. Fuck. We got this. Game one. Game one. First period. Goalless. They outshot us 15-6. Second period. 1-0 Leafs. Maciej Kuba. 21 shots to 13. Third period. Shants, shorthanded. That's what the SH stands for. It's shorthanded ants. Like the movie that no one paid attention to because of A Bug's Life. We're halfway through the third. Come on. Trading power plays. Kuba again. Living up to our potential in game one. We take it 3-0. And a playoff shutout for Jan Bartovich. Kuba and Bartovich. Great game. Great game for Kuba. +3. No one else was more than the +1. He was unstoppable. It wasn't, but it wasn't Bug's Life. That chance wasn't that bad. It's true. Did the Marlies? They did. The Toronto Marlies, 40 wins. They're back in the playoffs with, of course, a bunch of old dudes on the team to make them half decent. We'll actually go best lines for the Marlies. Let's just make sure our preferred prospects are in the games. Let's get Holmes in there. Defensively, there we go. Goalie-wise, it'll be Casey Shovel-Dave. So, there we go. The Marlies ready for a hopeful playoff run as well. As we get ready for game number 2 against the Bruins. First period. A little bit different than last game. Bartovich goes from a 30-save shutout to allowing 4 goals on 6 shots. 4-4 at the end of 20. Sandin, 51 seconds in. Then Misa. Then Sandin again. Perron, Dickinson, Wellwood tie it. 2 goals in 18 seconds. Bradford scores. Then Logan Cooley ties it. Second period. I might fire our coach. I might fire our coach for not making a goalie change. It's 7-5. 7 goals on 14 shots. And our coach has not replaced the goalie, and I cannot from this menu. The most Jekyll and Hyde goaltending performance I've ever seen. We're down by 2 heading into the third. Not that 5 goals on 18 shots is any better for Booker Boom. Barkov scores. Power play for the Bruins killed off. Abbreviated power play for us. Nothing doing. 11 minutes to go. Marchenko makes it 8 on 19 shots. Fuck. And an empty net power play goal for Brandon Hagel. The Bruins take game 2, 9-6. Major, you summed it up well. Bro, that's a threes game. Now, normally, if I see a couple players in the -3, I would say, well, we have to make some changes. I am not blaming anybody. I'm not even blaming Bardovich. Not even blaming Bardovich. It's not his fault. You dumb motherfucker. I should fire you right now. Should shoot you where you stand. Needless to say, Emerton will start the next game. %68%. He's such a good fucking fit for this team. My God. Game number 3. First period. Thank God we needed that. Cooley and Wellwood, 2 goals early. 2-0. Doubled them up in shots, too. We needed that badly. Second period. We're tied at 2, heading into the third. Cooley makes it 3-2. It was 9 goals scored against the team, and it wasn't with the team that was 75 overall goalie. Leo Bannock scores. Eric Wellwood scores. Cooley completes the hat trick on their backup as we are just stomping the shit out of them in the third period. It's 8-2. Make it 8-3. Weeks makes it 9-3. I stand corrected about 9-goal games. 9-3, the final score after a 7-goal third period for the Leafs. 2 players with hat tricks. In one of the most bizarre series I've ever seen. Hartman was a +5. And it wasn't exactly a stellar performance from Emerton. He was fine. But we have Shea Theodore. Caden Ling goes down to a sore shoulder. But we do have Shea Theodore for this express reason. So, veteran Shea Theodore, thank you very much for being able to step in. Fuck. So both Theodore and Barkov are in the lineup. Emerton did enough, but barely, to get game 4. Coyotes are up 3-0 on Anaheim, by the way. First period of game number 4. 2-0 Leafs. Sador and Lume with 10 seconds to go. Same exact scoreline that we had at the end of the first period of the prior game. Second period. Jesus Christ, thank you. Lume, Clapperton, Kuba. 5-0. 5 on 15. As Bukaboom, an AHL caliber goalie, can't shut down this offense. Short-handed goal for Logan Cooley. Michael Misa makes it 7. This is what should be happening. Wellwood makes it 8. We should be wiping the floor with this fucking team, and we are. Pandolfo breaks the shutout. Late power play for the Bruins, nothing doing. 8-1 your final score as we score 17 goals in 2 games against Boston at TD Garden. Great game for Wellwood. No minus players. You love to see it. And a much better game from Emerton. 27 of 28. As Jonathan Holmes for the Marlies suffers a concussion. Marlies are down 0-3 in that series anyway. They're cooked. At least they made the playoffs for some of those younger guys, but Marlies are cooked. The Coyotes have advanced. We look to be the second team to punch our ticket to round 2. It's game number 5 back in Toronto. First period, 1-0 Bruins. Auzine's on the power play. Second period, Bannock, Misa, Kuba shorthanded. 23 shots to 9 and a 3-0 lead after a 3-1 lead, after 40 minutes. Here we go. Can we close out this series? The one embarrassing slip-up of Game 2. Can we put that behind us? Get the job done? Bada bing, bada boom. Oh my God, Archibald makes it 3-2. Come on. We're keeping the tradition. They might blow it because I want to watch a handshake line. They might blow it because I want to watch a handshake line, but I don't care. I want to see in the same postseason Cam York lead this team through a handshake line 4 times. It's what I want, and God damn it, I hope it's what we get. Because you never know this set of circumstances. We could blow it. York for Wellwood. Cooley. Insane movement from Cooley and York. Bukaboom makes the save. And we see it through. 1:06 to go to close out the series. Logan Cooley. Can't win the draw. Sandin for Marchenko. Former Leaf to former Leaf. Marchenko avoids the hit. Marchenko broken up at the last minute. Here's the door. Nowhere to go. 52 seconds. Patterson interrupted. Cooley holds on to it. Can't break through. What a poke check again by Sador. Good hit there by Kuba. Kuba trying to get around McAvoy. He can't. 32 seconds. Boston pulls the goalie. Marchenko, the move to the middle. Marchenko, second chance stopped. Puck still there. York takes it away. It's Clapperton. Sending it over the glass. Boston had a couple of looks. Face off from Michael Misa out there with Wellwood and Clapperton. Bruins win the draw. McAvoy held up. They look to pull the goalie again. Rasmus Sandin loses it. Cam York for Misa. The net's empty. Misa turns it over. Bourgault across. Loose puck. York has it. And the Leafs survive. We tried our best to throw it away. But we get a round 1 victory, knocking out Rasmus Sandin and the Boston Bruins. Five games to do it. But we get it done. Handshake line number 1. Ooh, future captain Charlie McAvoy. I'm here for that. Cam York leads the way. And the Leafs, yet again, off to round number 2. Big save there by Emerton. That guy right there on the doorstep. Terrible things could have happened. 31 shots to 23, though. And we get it done. Wasn't always the prettiest. 21 of 23 for Emerton. And again, it's not even Bardovich's fault. Like, he gets a shutout in game 1, and the coach just allows him to get shelled in game 2. It's not even his fault. Unbelievable. As apparently multiple players are healthy and ready to go. That's Ling and Michkov. Round 2. Against the Detroit Red Wings. Not too excited about this.